It is a glorious day at the Indianapolis at the Data Ship Raceway. Welcome to the Data Ship 400 for round 12 of the 2000 Piston Cup season. And hello there everyone, my name is Young Simyena, the maker of Piston Cup Racing Studios, or now known by its short name PCRS. It has been a long while since I have uploaded here on my YouTube channel. It has been. Many people have been wondering where I've been, what's going on with me. Am I going on hiatus? Am I this or something like that? Well, the big answer is that because I've been addicted with Friday Night Funkin' and yeah, it's just been addicted with Friday Night Funkin' and have been pretty much been less active with the car stuff. I've been also been active on Roblox as well, because of my little brother, who is right now not here, and of course it's very quiet on where I'm in my room right now. No one's here, just chatting or having the TV on. Everything is all good and all set for a silent, yes, silent 2000 Piston Cup race. Something else that we haven't seen anywhere else with the past race. Like, some of them have a lot of chatting going on. And of course, I might as well introduce the new racer who will be racing with us for the Piston Cup season up until the end of the season. And that is Daryl Cartrip, the number 17 car racing for Tide. This racer has made his comeback to the Piston Cup after he thinks it's about time to return back to the racing world once again for one last bow. And that last bow will be at the Los Angeles International Speedway, which is the final race at the 2000 Piston Cup season. But you gotta wait for that race still. Like, we have to go through many of the other races until we get towards the final race. But without further ado, let's get the race here underway for the green flag.
Drivers, to your cars.
It's going to be and of course, for a bit of some misspelled stuff, just take a look at the top here of their Cartrip. It has here his last name, which is actually Cartrip, but instead it says their Caltrip for some unknown reason. I might have accidentally forgot to add the R in completely L. But hey, it's okay though. I might fix that later after. I might as well fix that later. This was actually the worst track in by far the only one, which I can guess. The only track by far to only have a 2.5 mile quad oval track. You hit for the speed of 55 miles per hour. Four corners each are 1,220 banks of 9 degrees. The short straightaways are each 660 feet. The two long straightaways, each 3,300 feet. And of course, the banking, is designed. And right now, the car racers are approaching the start-finish line, which is down there, which you can see about all those grandstands going on over there. And of course, here they come. The pace car is now in pit lane. About to get this race here underway for the green flag. Right here, right now, here in the Data Ship 400. Will be taking the early lead as per usual. With Jeff Corvette here he comes in the 24. He's gonna catch up on number 3 with stretch, which is one of the few straightaways with 60 speed. I might be wrong on that, but tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm right, to be honest. But anyway. Yeah, here comes. Now, those cars are actually catching up. But anyways, right now, let's just look back here in the back here, in the pack here. There's the slow cars over there. The number 64, the number 101, the number 122, and the number 58. Those are pretty much the slow cars. And there's Daryl Carpenter there, the number 17. He's gonna try and maneuver towards the racer. He's gonna try and like navigate to the racer. It's been a while since he has this race and he's actually forgot his strategy. And it's starting a bit lower. Which is a bit. It's starting a bit. He is right now starting a bit lower. He forgot about his strategy that he used to have since 1990. Perhaps since his first race. Since his first race. Back at, who knows, 1988, 1950, 1970, 1960, 1980s, or 1990s, who knows. But anyways, we're about to get to lap 3. Jeff Corvette's still hot on the tail of the number 3. He's looking into the inside lane. Can he get him by? Nope, he can't. To try and catch up, as they're already to the shorter straightaway for the next turn, and in the next turn, which I believe is turn number 4. To be honest. That Corvette is trying to and it is powered to try and get by the number 3. Which is Dale Earnhardt, but nothing else in his mind cannot try to get him by. He has some small chance of trying to get by the number 3. And of course, while I'm here, might as well also explain about the other recording. This, during recording of the 2006 season with the Data Show 400 is, in my opinion, very messy. This was all because I cannot, this is all because I have a very tired cough and cannot talk sporadically and like get things over with. The second time, it was actually the portion was cut off due to just how big or how small the spaces were. And lastly, when I tried to record it the third time, it got very back here. A few people talking. Recording. And I hope this time around with this recording here, I hope I got this ready and very good. Let's look back to the back. Look back here, it's already built. This is 31st place. There's Gerald Bliss with the number 1 car. He's been having a very he's having a very decent season. He has Cup, the captainship for a race, the Piston Cup. His best year was in 1995, with a whopping 15 wins of all time and having a best lap every single time. And he's also known for the greatest history. The close and wildest win between Gerald Redwood and Gerald Carter. Which I'll pretty much tell you, during the race at the Heartland Speedway, in 1995, Daryl Carter was like see that as there were 2 laps to go in this. Gerald Redwood was on the tail of Daryl Carter and was trying everything he can in his power to try and get him by. At that moment, the Heartland Speedway will go down in history. The win that actually happened so fast is a and of course, the announcers were pretty much going nuts of that win, and it looks like right now Dale Earnhardt, and I guess we might have to stop at lap 7 right now. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. With that close win in the 1995 Heartland race, which maybe wondering what event that was. Well, it was actually the Workbench 500. Yeah, that's where it was actually being held at. And of course, the win that Gerald Redwood had was so hard that it was so hard to miss. So that's why RSN has to go towards the replay to try and see who has actually got the upper hand. And to their surprise, it was actually the numbers for 01 car. Yes, you may be wondering what I'm talking about. You're right. It's Gerald Redwood himself. He has actually got a close win, getting up by hair with the number 17, Daryl Carter. But however, this does have a rivalry between Daryl Carter and Gerald Redwood. They're still good friends. Even on a plus side now, during the pump race at Heartland, Daryl Carter has actually congratulated Gerald Redwood on his win at Heartland Speedway at the and of course, Ted says that you have done pretty good. But we just see that in a different part of the impression. But I'm not good at impressions. But anyways, right now, we're going to be heading in with lap 9, with Jeff Corvette in the lead. And of course, about this part, about where the races were heading, it was actually a hilarious scene I've just decided to add in. Where it was just about me bringing at Daryl Carter for this pit lane. By like telling him like his fault, don't just enact it. Damn it! What are you doing? Get out there and pit lane. Get out there and pit lane and race like a race car. And then that's one point. Come on now, you bunch of hot nuts. I don't know how that works. Why you doing so much now? What we were talking about. Been complaining about the Daryl Carter where he was actually exited out of his lane. Oh my god, that's pretty much known to be my favorite scene of all time. Daryl Carter was explaining to him to try and get out of his lane. That was, in my opinion, the most hilarious gang. I decided to do something to them. I pretty much don't want to take everything else off. Besides, another plus side with that, he's not in pit lane. So that does not make up a reason why you should pretty much exclaim to him. Dale Jr., the number 8 card. He's pretty much having a not so great start for this. Actually, a decent start for the run at the 2016 which is right now. He's pretty much trying everything he can to his power to try and keep up with the number 29 right there. The number 29, Tim Carver, who is right now right in front of him. He's like trying to catch up to the number 9. Like trying to put his gears to maximum speed. Here comes Richard Waters. The slow car going on with their slow car. They have catching up with the slow car there. There they have catching up to the slow car. The slow sticker, that's a slow car. It looks like they'll be catching up to another slow car right there. Yeah, the 3 cars right there. Kevin Carvick, Dale Earnhardt, and Richard Waters. They both get by that slow car. That slow car is gonna catch up. I guess now he's not gonna catch up, but we'll slow down and go on with the slow car. Dale Jr., Nate Vanderspin, Ricky Rudd, Krusty Rotor, and I guess Amanda Ruski along with Krusty Rotor and Michael Carter. Here they come, they're catching up to another slow car. Winford Rutherford. Man, what's going on with him? Gerald Carter, number 15 car. This current team is right now at 34th position. Though in pretty much a low start, there's runner Michael Parker, who's right now entering pit lane. I'm pretty sure from Daryl Parker's position, he's like, all for Pete Sykes, brother. But I'm pretty sure he's definitely said that as. I'm pretty sure he's just joking around. Pretty much. He's just only going down there to pit lane to get some extra tires and stuff like that. Jeff Corbett on the 24, man. He's doing some live work right there. They're catching up to that slow car. Richard Witter, Kevin Carter, they were over there. But they're pretty much doing some light work right there. Steve Benjamin has got by the number 8 car, Dale Jr., and will pretty much pick up the 6th position. There's Ricky Rudd there in the 28. He's on the tail of the number 8 car. I feel like they're gonna be hitting. Okay, never mind. I was about to say they might be hitting that pit lane. That's a low card right there. That's stopping them. It even also stops those cars up there, like Kevin Harvick, Richard Weathers, and Dale Earnhardt as well. Jeff Corvette some extra time to kick gears and scoot out right to the lead, just like that. The rest of the cars belong to fourth, so Navi's on 10th position. Who knows what his previous position was, but hey, he's on the second. He's on the 10th position. I almost said second position. Okay, looks like Jeff Corvette, the number 24, he might be hitting down the lane. Yes, he is. He's gonna be hitting that lane. Yes, he is. Okay. Yes, this also goes for Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt. This also leaves Richard Wetters, the number 43, to take the lead on lap 16. But this also means another reason for a downfall to this. This lead will be short-lived for the number 43, as there could be a chance that he's going to be also down to this late, or worse, I guess that's the only thing worse. Heading down the pit lane and a racer getting by him, which is, in that car is Jeff Corvette. Right now looks like Davey Apex rookie race car, he's going to be heading down the pit lane as well. There's Daryl Carter right there in the 17. Murray Clutchburn, Greg Candyman, and Gerald Leslie, they'll be also be heading down the pit lane, and there's also Ralph Carlo there in the 117. All the racers, they'll all be heading out of pit lane. Jeff Corvette being the first car, you know, to be the floor leader, and as I thought, Richard Wetters, you gotta hurry. The number 24 is hot on your tail. Richard Wetters, better hurry. You better watch your back, because here comes the number 24, Jeff Corvette. He's gonna blast through him, and will take the first position back, also awarded to him. There he comes. He's going to get by. Here comes Richard Wetters, the number 24. He's going to try and exit out pit lane. But I guess it's way too late already. Jeff Corvette zooms him by like a rocket. He just shot himself down the track like a collision. This could mean that this could also mean that the number 24 will take the lead once again. There's Richard Wetters, number 3, have already exited out of pit lane. They'll try and catch and take down the number. Yep, this could also mean that I'm pretty much already. Yeah, looks like Jeff. The course doesn't. I have no idea. There's also been some rumors here that some new race cars will be making a debut to the Piston Cup season. And one racer is actually going to be a racer who's going to make a comeback to the Piston Cup season. That racer was the original. Yes, the original winter racer. Of course, in 2001. Of course, in 2001. Ricky Rudd, the previously the number 28 car, who's right now on the 28 racing for Haveline. He'll be making his way to Blinker, leaving their own drag sponsor. But he will, however, will come back to the Piston Cup under the number 78 and with a new sponsor, Motor Oil. An old Piston Cup sponsor that has never been seen since the 1960s Piston Cup season, which was the last time has, because it decided to choose to not race the 2001, bringing in Daryl Drag, the number 78 car, to take up the role. And of course, for another side note to that, Ron Monica Jones, the number 46 car, will retire next year. This will also go and looks like we're under caution. We're under caution. Right to the point where I was about to say a few more other races that will also be retiring for next year. We are under caution. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Right at the start. We'll just get towards the front. Aha! There's that wreck. I saw that from a spectator's view before. I saw that from a spectator's view and... Give me a minute. Okay, back. Okay, we actually got our first caution. Wow, and lap 19. Alright now, Mr. Ponty Wipeout and Mr. Ruby Oaks. What's the spoil here? Okay, so it looks like Ruby Oaks has accidentally pushed the number 90 to the side of the barriers on the walls of the walls on the first turn, causing him to span out of the control. But look as though he still, however, recovers from the wreck, and of course with that we're under caution. But however, this doesn't not, and you might be wondering this. Oh, this is probably the part where you're about to unmute yourself. But I have not yet talked about some of the racers who will be retiring for the next season, which is the 2001 Piston Cup season. What I was about to say here is that Ron Monica Jones, the number 46 car bringing Ron's Turbo Chews, he will be retiring at the end of the season. He's not, however, the only car to be retiring for the end of the season. Daryl Parker is also going to be the one to retire next season. But however, no racer will actually, however, replace him. Anyways, back with the racers here. Michael Cartrip will not retire, but will get replaced by a newcomer known as Poison. The number 9 car is set to be the new Texas Speed Racer. This will also mean that Michael Cartrip, the number 55 car, will be heading here for Dale Inc. Well, he's already in Dale Inc., but will stay in the team under the new number 15, and will be sponsored by Amazon Automobile, like the real life Michael Waltrip. Ratchet Thunderbolt Jr., on the other hand, will retire near the end of the season, with his replacement racer to be yet to be announced. Well, I guess I should actually start cars. All but cars, but I'll just go back with the cars. Now, we know that Ron Monica Jones was going to retire next season, but his racer that he will be replaced by is Monty Carl, the number 55 car. And this car, who was originally supposed to head here to the Piston Cup, and it looks like these cars here are down at the grass. What are you doing there on the grass, boys? But anyway, yeah. Monte Carlo, the number 55 car, he was originally meant to race in the Piston Cup under the sponsor, Acme Gas Cap. But however, they decided to shut down because of one reason. Copyright with WB, since they have a fictional company named Acme, and of course they decided to not use that name, so they decided to shut down, leaving Monte Carlo to be sponsor. Until Von Turbo Choose will be the perfect bet for him. Of course, for Joe Collins, he's going to retire as well as most of the other racers retire near the end of the season, with his replacement racers to be faded Russ Wheeler, Ratchet Thunderbolt Jr., and his replacement racer will be Dusty Boatman. The number 32 car. The number 32 car was originally our car racer, and will pretty much replace it. Another racer is also going to be making an appearance. So, and that's going to be Max Sharper under the number 77, replacing Amanda Devosi. And of course, this season happens to be Amanda. Of course, this season, the 2000 season, it happens to be Amanda Iwashi's final race, along with the other racers. As he'll pretty much be retiring to continue the work, to continue managing Vam's aerodynamics. Because, this is all because his father was ill. All because his father was ill. And of course, he's right now on semi-retirement. Not yet fully retiring yet. Semi-retirement. Ricky Rudd, the number 28 car, on the other hand, he will be pretty much be fired by Cavalline. Because Cavalline has actually sparked some interest with racing for the Cargo series, leaving Ricky Rudd to be responsible until Blinker decides to reach him out and have him be the new racer for their sponsor. Kevin Harvick, on the other hand, who's going to be making an appearance in the Piston Cup as a rookie next season, he's going to also be getting through some new changes. Louis Stonis, which is it? Or Lur, is going to be going into this rename. It'll be renaming themselves as Tenslet. So during the 2000 season, and of course, Kevin Harvick will pretty much leave the sponsor to Tenslet because he pretty much doesn't like the name to go with, and will be entering Good Wrench, which is pretty much a bit weird slash odd. Sooner in 2001, Dale Earnhardt will be renamed to Good Wrench. I wonder how that plays with two racers racing for the same sponsor. And lastly, Jeff Corbett, the number 24, he's going to be pretty much be fired from the sponsor. They pretty much have a new racer, the number 10, from the Gas Returns Racing. He's gonna pretty much be leaving the sponsor very well, but will join a new sponsor. A sponsor that hasn't been seen in the Piston Cup since 1988. I'm thinking you're right. He's gonna be the number 24 car under the sponsor Corrosion Seal, which is the sponsor that the previous racer, Mighty Trickle, used to race for back in the 1988 season. And of course, in 2001 will pretty much mark the return for old sponsors return. Well, two sponsors: Corrosion Seal and Motor Oil. The back markers there, they'll be starting up to the front. And speaking of the front, we actually have a new race leader this time. And that is, could this guy keep up the hold and make his grandfather, Glenn Powers, proud? Okay. We'll have to find out later on. But we'll have to find out pretty soon near the end of the race. Come, right now, the pace car's lights are right now on. And this is a sign that we're going to be going green once again on a restart. Alright, here they come, going to the next one. Be ready for we get the things all set for the restart of the race. This is gonna be a great restart. A great Here they come. We're about to go green and for a restart at the Data Ship Raceway for the Data Ship 100. Here we go. Here they come. Right down towards the start finish line for the restart. I feel like they have a 3-wide going on right behind it. Looks like they're going to be getting by the flow car. Kevin Carr is too much of an expert to try and get by the flow car. And of course, it's going to probably the first time that Spider Patrol Team was in the front. This is pretty much the he was usually back at the back of the pack. He was usually sometimes in the middle or in the semi-front of the pack. Of course, it's probably his first time to be up at the front of the pack. Here comes Dale Jr. in the here he's gonna get by the slow car and Slider Patrolski will be heading down to pit lane. Jeff Corvette will take the lead for lap 25. Those are the skid marks right there from the wreck that we had earlier. Well, I might as well have some ideas that what the person is going to be having while I'm here. Well, pretty much though, when during the recording for the no Google computer start of the 2000 Piston Cup season All-Star race, I was originally going to be like trying to do impression of NASCAR announcers of the 2000 of the NASCAR announcers, but however though I cannot pretty much get the tone right, so I decided to scrap that idea. I decided to have me to just do one of the top. It will be pretty much be cool if I can try and get myself to sound more like the announcers of the NASCAR Cup Series 2000. Devil car trip one. Sorry, I can't handle this. Okay, still uncomfortable. Okay, I'll take it seriously. No jokes this time around. Devil car trip will be. Devil car trip is gonna be right now. I was about to bring up that. I'll be about to bring up that joke where I was going to. Explain someone the Daryl car trip to get out there and race like a race car. That's what I should actually do right now. Daryl car trip, get out there in pit lane and race like a race car. I can't do it. Okay, get this out heading out of pit lane already. I just cannot handle it, okay? I can't resist doing a joke, okay? I cannot resist it. Speaking of which, Kevin Garber will be heading up to a slow car. Ricky Preston right now is Junior in 4th place. Sage Grandfin in 5th place. Richard Weathers in 6th place. Eugene Carpereski in 7th place, and so on. Right now, looks like Jeff Corvette's gonna try and catch up to 61, which is James Leader, the number 61, and 4 under caution. This guy has to be something up to do with with Michael Carson here, who is right now in pit lane. What has happened? I guess it was nothing. Well, let's go towards the part before the pace car lights begin to go on. Yeah, this is okay. Right here. Where did that wreck occur? Aha! So that's where the wreck was at. Okay, looks like Kevin Racing Tire was actually going to be slipping down towards the inside lane of the number 34, Dirksen D'Agostino. But this later on, however, though, backfired from Ryan Shields, the number 39, causing him to skid out of control and right to the wall right there. Boom! That's gonna hurt. Right at the rear, that is. However, though, no cars were actually harmed at this point. All but Kevin Racing Tire. And that, we're now under caution once again. And of course, this time around, rather than like how I give a minute. Okay. Unlike how with the previous caution, I was just talking about some of the racers who will be joining the Piston Cup and some racers who will be leaving the Piston Cup. But right now, there's no time to. Right now be muted. And I'll talk to you all later. Now, out of caution. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Data Ship Raceway at the Data Ship 400. As you can see right now, the pace car's lights are off. It's a sign that we're about to go green once again, and give me a minute. Okay, back to what we're saying right now, and Winford, Rutherford, what are you doing? Get out there in pit lane and race like a race car. Sorry, I can't resist. I can't resist saying it. Just too fun. Car head down the pit lane. We're about to get things underway for the green flag. Here comes Rusty Cornfield, who has been down at pit lane, and right now we're about to get things underway. Here we go for that restart. Yep, we're back, like as usual. To the lead. Right now, let's look back here, right in the back right now. There's Ron Mosca try and get up by the number. Get up by him with the other racer. Right there. Okay, it looks like he has taken by the still one. Things are doing pretty good. The number 28 is on the pit, is on the trail for the number 29. They are, and oh, okay. Looks like we have a big one. Wow, right as left before, a big one has occurred. AKA ensues. But at what cost? Let's go and get a good view on that wreck. Like, it was going pretty good at first, and right now the wreck has happened so hard it might have been caused by Daryl Cartrip, which is actually on purpose. So this is a replay right here, and it looks like he has pushed the number 33 off its limits, causing him to span out. This also caused him to hit Krusty Rudder right in the front right in the front bumper, and also causing him to hit Chuck Armstrong and Daryl Cartrip just a little bit. And that hit right in the target, right there, right at this part. Oh, the number 92 has demolished the number 33 so hard, right in the rear bumper, causing him to be on his roof. And right now, let's head back with the and meanwhile, while that has actually happened between with the number for, for 3, and oh my goodness, that wreck! That gotta be the most. That's gotta be the most devastating wrecks that we have ever seen since. That's gotta be the most devastating wreck that we have ever saw in the Piston Cup season since 1960s. Since 1960s, and speaking of which, there's Power Pop and Bush there, the number 97. He was going at full speed until suddenly he hits the number 92 in the rear so hard, causing him to spin out of control. This also causes Chick Hicks to hit the number 92. T2 as well. This also caused another thing. I'm pretty sure it's it, right? Nope. Nope, it's not it. The number 61 hits the number 92 right clean off the side. The number 35 is still intact, and Todd Marcus gives Ron Monica Jones a clean bump right there in the... gives him a clear bump right in the front bumper. And... oh, that's gotta hurt for the number 55, Michael Carter, who got biffed on the back so hard by the number 58. And this also, and of course, another thing about this, Lee Revkins also hit the number 70 so hard in the rear bumper, that is. This also causes the number 63 to slow down, and causes the number 84 and the number 101 car, Greg Candyman and Matthew Overtaker, to bump on each other. And this also causes and of course, another thing, Aiken Axler gives the number 97 a soft bump in the rear bumper. Like that, just a clean bumper. Just a clean bump from the bumper. And I guess the record. And there's Chuck Armstrong here, number 33, up on its roof. And our third caution. That's gotta be, in my opinion, that's gotta be the hands down most horrifying, not horrifying, but the most brutal wrecks we got in the race at Smasher. And of course, I'll talk about later when we're out. Hello there everyone and welcome back to the Data Shift Raceway once again. On our third caution, we just have a big car pileup. Well, not as big as the one that we have encountered. Well, a bit bigger than the one. Not as a bit bigger than the one that we saw. Right now, it looks like Chick got his frontal bumper and hood removed. Possibly to get the engine cooled down. And right now we have here, once again, it looks like there will already I guess he's not going to be going. But anyways, we're about to go green once again for the restart. Just for right at first, we'll be taking the jump start up to the front row, and looks like Dale Jr., the number 8 car, the son of the he will try to keep up with the number 24. It's gonna be interesting to see how he do try to get him by. But anyways, here's something I'm going to show you. This is what actually happened with all the other racers. Meaning we're down to one. Claim a trophy, Kevin Racing Tire, and Rusty Rooter have retired. Michael Cartrip, Greg Candyman, Chuck Armstrong, Rory Clutchburn, and Power Melvin Bush were both on an accident. Ralph Carlo has been clutched. Mike Yankee and Brian Johnson and Matthew Overthinker were both retired. Lee Repkins was in an accident. Grumpily involved on this crash, Daryl Carter has retired. Rush Kerr probably got a headache. Dylan Oltinger was also part of that wreck that we saw at the starting. And Winford Ritterford is retired. Ernie Geerson has 10 cars missing from the roster because of that huge wreck that has occurred, leaving 24 cars to keep to go. Right now, speaking of which, Sage Vanderspin, the number 80 car, he's on the tail of the number for 24, probably trying to get him by. Pass Ruby Oaks for 17th place. Right now, looks like things are going pretty much a bit anticlimactic going on with this race here. Because it's not because of that, on what's going on with the race here and how the racing is going, but on the wreck. Well, in this race, that is. 3 wrecks. That exciting. The third one, on the other hand, was very anticlimactic. With a few racers crashing right into each other. Which, to me, is very brutal. Very, very, very destructive. Well, not that destructive, but semi-destructive. Eugene Karborowski has dropped down to 8th, being passed by 9, Brian Shields. And there's Dale Jr. there in the number 8 car. He has tried everything he can, but these two cars right here, Jeff Corvette and Sage Vanderbilt, they're so far away from the number 8. Now he barely tries to keep up with those two racers. Is down at pit lane right now. Those skid right there, those are actually the emblems of the race that has actually occurred. A few more of the other racers are now heading down the pit lane right now. Jeff Corvette and Sage Vanderspin, the previous two racers that were neck and neck, they are now heading down the pit lane. It looks like Dale Sr. has passed by all the racers, has passed by James Cleaner for 11th on that place. Probably to try and get up front to row. Here comes Sage Vanderspin down the pit lane. And then here comes the other racers. Kevin Harvick will be heading down the pit lane. Wow, almost gotten a bump ridden there by the number 43. Here comes the two racers right there, the number 8 car, the number 80 and the number 24. Jeff Corvette and the number 80 car, Sage Vanderspin. They'll be the first two cars to exit out of pit lane, and we'll continue on the chase. There's Dale Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has passed Richard Wetters for 4th place. He was in 5th place before, and is now moving to try and do everything he can to get back at the Dale Jr. It's the race for 3rd. I can pretty much tell that he's neck and neck with the number 80, with the number 8. Let's go back here with those two cars. They're neck and neck, they're side by side. Dale Jr. will try and keep up. Can he keep up with the number 29? Let's keep up in the 3rd position. It's not focusing on with 1st place, but it's just focusing on 3rd and 4th position. But it looks like, yep, Kevin Carver will be taking 3rd place for lap 47. That was pretty much not anticlimactic going on right there. The number 29 and the number 8. It's just a race for 3rd and not for 1st. And that's just not how it is with number 24. Since he's pretty much very fast at these long tracks. When he's gonna slow down for once. but I'm pretty sure he's not going to slow down. But there's going to be a chance. As for now, we're going into lap 47, and Kevin Carver will be officially on third place or not. And looks like yes. Yep. He has taken in the third position. How's everyone, and welcome back to the Data Strip Raceway. Well, we're right now at the point where nothing is right now happening. The crowds have gone silent. Well, have been a bit silent for the majority of the race. They're pretty much of the race, but nothing else is pretty much happening out here on the track. The crowd has gone silent, even though they are silent. And right now, we have a racer who's in third position. Yep, it's Richard Stripway, the number 43 car, and Danico okay. Ryan Shields is now also in fourth position. Dale Jr. and Kevin Carver were originally in both the third and fourth position, are now in the fifth and sixth position. Jeff Corvette, on the other hand, is still continuing on with the lead. As Sage Vandersman is still giving up the chase, not giving up on this four. And right now, it looks like this number 39, Ryan Shields, will be heading down the pit lane. And right now, it looks like Dale Earnhardt and Ratchet Thunderbolt Jr. will also be heading down the pit lane. Here comes James Cleaner. And looks like he'll pass by, but he'll never pit down. I guess he's not going to pit down the pit lane just yet, and the one. And yeah, this is right now the point of the race where nothing is happening, other than just racers going on and stuff like that, and the crowd has gone quiet. Even though it is already quiet, but you know what I mean. Hello there everyone, and we're back here once again at Data Ship Raceway, and still, everything else is still not yet happening. Like what I said earlier, this is the point onwards where nothing is happening. Everything else was going great once, everything else was going on high state, was actually happening when we have 42 racers, but with the 42 racers now, everything else just went the same route. Racers racing against racers. Which is pretty much something else, which is pretty much boring about it. And right now, a bit okay. Ryan Shields, on the other hand, has moved to third place, even though he has been to pit lane, and might have gone down to two positions, and down to on two positions, and then a few inches later on. Then a few inches later on, he, however, sprung up to the third position. I guess he might have just got a new strategy on how this track works. Next person, stuff like that. It's gonna be interesting to see how they try and do it. Try and get up to the front row. Hello there folks, and welcome back to once again back at the data ship Raceway, and everything else is right now being a bit boring. Just the race going as per usual. Race going in towards its normal route. Like the racers going out around the track, but on this full lap, the bandstands have pretty much been sleeping for a while, and have pretty much been sleeping because of nothing happening. And just the racers going around doing the normal thing, and pretty much getting a bit boring and getting a bit tired. Since pretty much there hasn't been anything else happening going on at this track. But I gotta assure you, even though the race is boring, each race is always unique in every way. And that's what it does with this one. Still being a bit boring, still being a very outstanding and very intense part as the first race. Nothing else is right now happening towards to nothing else happening because of 24 racers is tiring. And of course, we might as well. I was about to see it, but anyways, right now, it looks like Richard Wetters, the number 43. Holy cow! Look at this guy. Was at third position, now has moved up to second place. What a good opportunity for the number 43. He might almost outstand the number 24 with this. Everything else looks going a bit boring, but in a good way, because the racing was going pretty good. We're just on lap 62, and of course later on there will be heading into lap 63 and so on. We're back once again, and nothing is right now happening at the Piston Cup front. What else is right now happening? Three racers were a lap down. Well, one, that is. That's Chick Hicks, and Gerald Leftwood has moved up to 11th position, and nothing else is straight on happening going on here in the race. Dale Earnhardt right now is now in pit lane, getting some extra tires. Richard Waters is also heading down the pit lane, leaving Sage Vanderspin to regain the second position once again, and Kevin Harvick to regain third place. Well, I guess he might have taken it before, but not this way. There's Jeff Corbett, our race leader. Just how nothing else right now happening besides speed. Going up as a team. Moving up potential being a good racer at these tracks. And right now it looks like Ricky Rudd, the number 28, is now at third place, taking Kevin Harvick's position, you should be at, and taking it away from him. And right now it looks like Jeff Corbett is now going to be heading down to fifth place, finally after just leading a whole lap. And this could also mean that Sage Vanderspin might take the lead once again. Well, not really, because he hasn't led a race yet. And speaking of which, he's now heading down to pit lane. We're just nearing up towards to the final lap. We're just nearing up towards to lap 70, which is the to lap 80, which is the rest of the final, of the lap to be continuing on with this. Right now, it looks like our leader could be still Jeff Corbett on the 24. This could mean an opportunity for Jeff Corbett to try and move up towards the front row. Up towards to get to the front position once again. Now on lap 69, and Jeff Corbett is about to press it up. We're now on lap 70, and it looks like Richard Waters has regained the second position once again to continue on with the great chase going on. Jeff Corbett up onto the front row, and Richard Waters down at second. Jeff Corbett might take the win for the Piston Cup season. Well, round 12 that is. As it looks like he's going to be catching up to the racing car, namely Apex and Manny Flywheel. The two racers that he will begin to lap down. And speaking of lap down, racers here, they're not all lapped down. And it looks like right now, and guess what? Manny Flywheel pinned down the pit lane. Afterwards, they're pinned down to the second turn. Well, first turn of the corner. First turn of the corner. Down towards the second corner. Turn corner. Here comes Jeff Corvette. He's left down this time around. There's the helicopter that is up there. There he's just pretty much on the sky from the bird's eye view. Looking down at the race that's right now going on right now with Jeff Corvette up on the front. Right now, Ryan Shields is now in third place. On the tail of the number. Okay, there's a slow car over the pole. I was about to say there's a slow car, but I guess Daily Apex was a slow car, that is. Right now, back to the race that's going on right now. We're now on lap 72. Meaning we have 9 laps to go. Wait, no, 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. Silly me. We're on 8 laps to go. Right now we'll be heading in 7 laps to go and in 6 laps to go, or... Okay, I thought that Jeff Corbett would be heading down to pit lane, but I guess not. It's gonna be on 7 laps to go. And Richard Winters is right there. He's coming up to the slow car, and he's gonna try and still catch up with the number 24. Having 6 laps to go later on, then 5 laps to go, and then entering into the final lap. Dale Earnhardt, on the other hand, is going to be heading down the pit lane, and of course is keeping everything he can in his power to try and not get lapped down by Jeff Corvette, who is pretty much lapping down pretty much everyone, minus the racers who were caught in the wreck on our third caution. But I guess this time, Dale Earnhardt might get someone draw. I think he's gonna be lapped down. Yep. He's lapped down. Right now, let's go and check. Here we're now on lap 74, meaning we have 6 laps to go. Right now, here is the Racing Tour tires. Still the same though. Just with a few racers still not retired, we are still with 24 racers still. Just not with many racers. We're now heading in to 5 laps to go. Right now, looks like Sage Vanderspen is now in second place. Theo is in third place. Kevin Harvick is in third place. They're down in pit lane. And yeah, so on. And here comes Jeff Corbett coming down the pit lane finally, after leading 75 laps. Holy, that's a big lap gap. And probably he's gonna have the most led laps of all time. Lucky Jeff, he has gotten the most led laps with 75 laps he ever led. And we're gonna be heading down to 4 laps to go. Yeah, this is probably our only time where Jeff Corbett will be heading down to 15 after leading 75 laps. Yes, 75 laps. The other question is, who will take up the spot of first place? We're on 76 laps. Earlier, we are on 4 laps to go. And looks like Jeff Corbett is now exiting out of pit lane and will continue on leading the race. And of course, I'm pretty sure all of the fans were pretty much liking Jeff Corbett, that he's going to be having a win streak going on in there. He's pretty much gets the most, since he's pretty much known to have the biggest year that he ever has in the Piston Cup. Which was his biggest day. He have won 20 races in total. And of course, soon afterwards, he has won the Piston Cup the first time. His first Piston Cup in 1993. And then in 1994, he had finally got, I think, well, I don't think I have any words for that, but what I have words for is that Ricky runs a number 28 car, not to be confused by Deacon Expert, okay? This guy is in the lead, and we're on 77 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Getting one step closer to 2 laps to go. To just end the race. Jeff Corbett, there he is. He's gonna try and caught up with the number 28, but I'm pretty sure you might got beaten up again to try and get back to the lead. Or not. Yep, he got back to the lead. And we're now on 3 laps. We're on 2 laps to go. Yep, 2 laps to go, and I guess we're on 3 laps to go. Yeah, I guess we're on 3 laps. We're just on 3 laps to go. We were just once at 4 laps. Yeah, I might be counting the numbers a bit wrong. We're actually on 3 laps to go, and it just that I pretty much got on how many laps we're on. But right now, it looks like the number 24 is gonna be heading down towards to the start finish line. He can almost taste the victory as we're on 2 laps to go. Yes, I had said we were on 2 laps to go before, but I actually miscounted. Yeah, I sometimes miscounted, but sometimes in a most erratical way. Of course, when I mean that, I meant, but that's right. That I keep miscounted sometimes. But right now we're on 2 laps to go, and Jeff Corvette is taking the huge lead and the huge opportunity with the lead as we're about to head down towards the start finish line. The white flag will be out. And there it is. 1 lap to go. And Jeff Corvette is on a huge lead. Man, this guy has some skill. Knowing that he pretty much knows how to ride the road, Jeff Corvette has been training. He knows his ways around the track pretty good, and his swings very good. And right now, he's now on the bottom straightaway, the back stretch, and so he's heading in towards to the third turn, and into the second, I guess it was the second, yeah, second, straightaway, and in towards to the fourth turn. He's about to head down towards to the start and finish line. Here he comes, down towards to the start and finish line, the front stretch. The winner of the Data Shift 400 would be Jeff Corvette, winning the Data Shift 400. With Richard Withers in second, Sage Vanderspin in third, Ruby Oaks in fourth, Kevin Harvick in fifth, Joe Collins in sixth, Amanda Avoski in seventh, Dale Jr. in eighth, Hanshi Whiteout in 9th place, and Ricky Rudd in 10th place. Of course, a few more races were also on the other on this site. 11th position and so on. But I gotta tell you, we're just only focusing on the front row right here. And what an effort for the number 24 to get his next on the books. Like he did try that one time. I guess not, but he actually had won the Palma 400, and of course, I'm pretty sure he also got another one. I might as well check, but without further ado, let's get to the results, shall we? Man, what an effort for the number 24. And of course, as shown here, Jeff Corvette, his starting position was originally in third position. And of course, as the race continues on, though, we have a lead changes with seven times of the lead changes with 5 drivers. And of course, we have 3 caution flags. It's because of the devastating wrecks that happened during the majority of the race, and of course a few racers have retired, along with Dale Cartrip, who was pretty much a bit disappointing since. But however, he will continue the racing still. That's the other thing. And of course, another side note to that, Aiken Axler still having a first win still. He is still up on the top row. Dale Jr. still in second. Sage Vanderspin in third. Kevin Harvick in fourth, and so on. And of course, and another thing about that, let's find Jeff Corvette right here. Yep. Wait a minute. That's not the Jeff Corvette. This is the Jeff Corvette right here. He has 2 wins this time around. Yes, I'm pretty much And this time around, a bit now right, he actually only has 2 wins, marking this his 2nd win. And right now, our next race will be back at Rustfield Raceway for the Trunk Fresh 350. The next race will be at Virginia 500 at the Virginia Speedway, the B&L 400 at By and Large Raceway, the HTB 400 at Tailgater Speedway, the Gears and Glory 450 at Heartland Motor Speedway, the Alabama 500 at Alabama Speedway, the Moose Springs Sputter Stop 350 back at Georgia Motor Speedway, Octane Gain 600 at Big Heartland, the Shifty Drug 300 back at Data Shift Raceway, the Easy Idle 300 at the Petroleum City Super Speedway,